Watch a homeless man sneak up on a beautiful woman, sticking to his hair and smelling something. Seeing a beautiful woman without paying attention, ask Guiyuan for help when suddenly passers-by fled under the sudden gunfire. Everyone in the bar was also taken aback. They flocked to the door to check the situation. However, what surprised them was that, in just a few seconds, the streets become empty, and they noticed that the man was still alive. Guiyuan quickly picked up his mobile phone and prepared to call the police. It turned out that the mobile phone had no signal. By this time, the man's blood has been shed all over the place. If you don't treat it, it will be too late. The sanitation worker rushed out despite the resistance of the crowd, just as he leaned over to check the man's injuries. This shot terrifies everyone. Suddenly, get away from the gate, afraid that the next bullet will hit you. And they had no idea what was going on. Why was it attacked for no reason? And the cell phone has no signal. To find the truth, they turned on the television. Maybe there will be reports of the attack on TV. They were shocked. 2 people just died downtown. It wasn't on the news. While everyone was arguing, the old woman suddenly noticed a strange thing. The 2 bodies lying on the ground are missing. Not even a drop of blood was left on the ground. They don't understand why someone would come to collect the body. But I'm blind to the living people in the bar. A man guesses maybe they are still dreaming. Now none of this is true. Next second, this slap completely woke the man up. The man in the suit guessed after calm analysis. It could be the police who shot outside. They'll shoot you as soon as you get out of the bar. The 2 who just died are evidence. It is very likely that the terrorists are hiding in the bar and probably carrying a bomb. But since they don't know who it is, so they'll shoot anyone who escapes. That would explain it. Why was this area evacuated? Why didn't the police rush in and arrest them? Just when the discussion was heated, the bearded man quietly hides his bag. His strange movements have long attracted the attention of the man in the suit. Everyone swarmed up and held the bearded man down, and the Longan grabbed the bag. He held it carefully, for fear of an accidental explosion. The lady boss looks at the little brother so cowardly. Push it away and grab the bag. I found a pile of clothes inside, and a hard drive. Bearded swear. The hard drive is just some work files. The woman asked him angrily, why hide the bag? The bearded man told the crowd, because he has a big beard, often wronged by the police. The fat man in the toilet suddenly came to everyone's body. Then his ears kept bleeding. White and raised eyeballs. The crowd was horrified by his appearance. The fat man suddenly fell to the ground, and with great difficulty, he told people not to touch him. That's when they found the fat man's phone. I found out by looking at the photos. The fat man used to be a soldier. It also shows a group of soldiers in hazmat suits. This is why the area was evacuated. Anything from the bar. The reason why everyone who comes out will be shot. The crowd suddenly split into 2 rows. The one who had contact with the sick fat man was isolated, found a drain. And down below are the sewers. The homeless are excited. Just get in and get out. He pulled the baffle and took off his clothes, and then covered himself with oil and tried to get through the pipe. And everybody came up to help. But his huge chest muscles were still stuck. Suddenly, several people heard heavy gunfire coming from upstairs. All 3 people above have been shot dead. The bearded man quickly turned off the light bulb in the basement. However, it didn't take long for the door panel to suddenly emit thick smoke. It turns out that soldiers burned down the bar to disinfect it. Pull the homeless man out of the drain. When they could no longer hear the sounds from upstairs, the bearded man opened the door, found the bar burnt black. But no body was found. The gate has been sealed with tape by agents. Then the bearded man suddenly found a pistol. He was hot metal. Hide it in your pants. The old woman wanted to go out for help, but was grabbed by the bearded man. But expose their existence will only get them all killed. The bearded man told the crowd, this incident will soon be hidden from view. Suddenly, a voice startled everyone. It was the sick soldier's cell phone that rang. The above shows that a batch of messages has been received. Xiaomei found after checking it out. Turns out there's a needle vaccine for this virus. Everyone hurried back to the bathroom to find the injection, but found that the homeless man got it earlier. Now there are only 4 injections. There were 5 of them. The homeless man takes advantage of the lack of attention, immediately pulled out his pistol and threatened him to put it down. The angry bearded man lunged directly. I didn't expect that I was no match for the homeless at all. Even the pistol was snatched by the other party. The bottle containing the injection fell into the basement. The old woman rushed downstairs and grabbed him. Unexpectedly, the bottle slipped and fell into the sewer. They need someone more friendly to get through the hole. Xiao Mei strips naked. The long gun covers its body with oil. But a few people were unmoved and still pushed him hard. Until finally he fell into the dirty sewer. Xiao Mei quickly found the syringe bottle inside. The crowd asked him to tie it to a rope and pull it up. Refused to hand over. They'll use up all the syringes. When she goes up, she doesn't have his own liner at all. The bearded man picked up the iron rod and first pulled open the baffle. The homeless man takes the iron rod. At this time, Xiao Mei has come to the sewer exit. However, at this time, there are still a large number of police in the streets. Several people on the other side got in smoothly along the pipeline. I got stuck when I came down. Several people set up a ladder to pull the old lady down. The bearded man suddenly hugged the homeless man from behind. The bearded man emerged from the water with a pistol, then threatened Xiao Mei to hand over the syringe. Xiao Mei has no choice but to take them to get the antidote. When they reached a dark tunnel, the old woman suddenly screamed and shouted that the Longan was pushing him, trying to drown him. Suddenly, the bearded man fired a shot into the dark. Then, they finally saw the truth. Everyone hurriedly jumped into the water and pulled the Longan up. The bearded man decided to kill the old lady just like this. She slowly turned around, but the bearded man still couldn't do it in the end. He walks around the corner alone to find out for himself, just as they were about to distribute. Gai Yuan suddenly heard the sound of a coin toss. 3 people went to check it out. The old lady's body was also neatly arranged. Suddenly hit the back of the Longan's head with a stick. Turns out the homeless didn't die. The remaining 2 were so frightened that they fled quickly. The 2 didn't dare to look back and ran away frantically. When Xiao Mei climbs up, unexpectedly, a steel pipe broke, almost made him fall. But the homeless are behind. They didn't dare to stop, so they kept climbing. But no matter how they beat the manhole cover, see yourself with no way to escape. The bearded man handed his syringe to Xiao Mei. The 2 fell together. Finally, Xiao Mei injected the drug, drilled it out. A woman kindly gave him a coat. But Xiao Mei, who was in a state of confusion, didn't notice at all. The street is still the same street, and I'm not who I am anymore.